So for anyone who hasn't seen Robert Rodriguez's new movie yet, myself included, Alita Battle Angel is actually... So I guess the best way to say it is it's getting mixed reviews. So the critics aren't crazy about it. It's got currently 59% on Rotten Tomatoes as of the time we're recording this, which isn't great. That's a failing score by their metric, a rotten score by their metric. Audiences, on the other hand, are obsessed with this movie. Like, it's got overwhelmingly positive reviews among the people who are actually watching it. Which, given that it's Robert Rodriguez, I don't think anyone's surprised by that figure.
Yeah.
Obviously he's the director who brought us From Dusk Till Dawn, Spy Kids, Machete. Sin City is obviously probably like his ultimate work. So no one's really shocked by the fact that he knows how to appeal to fans.
But the kicker is that James Cameron is connected to this in some way.
Yeah, that I actually didn't know too much about. I've heard that he has some connection to it, but I'm not.
I think he's the producer or something.
Okay, that sounds about right. I mean, I guess producer is sort of a broad term. So, Captain Marvel has just been getting its first set of reviews. If so far it's getting really good critical reviews, which, it's Marvel. It's not too shocking that the critics sort of bend over backwards for Marvel in all of its glory.
Yeah, I wonder why that is. It is owned by Disney. And you know what my theory is.
Yeah.
Disney paid up, Disney paid up.
Okay, but
I feel like
in all seriousness, audiences are not crazy about the initial marketing. We've covered this in the past.
Yeah, it's almost going along the same thought process as with the Ghostbusters thing. If you don't like this movie now, it's the woman, it's her, it's a hero. This is her big thing. This is Wonder Woman 2. If you don't like it, well,
you're a sexist, John.
I don't know what to tell you. Just don't like women. You're afraid of women being strong.
But then, what the hell?
This movie
what is
blows.
going on? So, but that's the weirdest thing about it, isn't it? Like, you have so many people who are, like, criticizing Captain Marvel for its lousy marketing, which, again, see the trailers. It's not really, like, doing much for anyone.
Yeah.
So those same people who are criticizing Captain Marvel are obsessed with Alita. Like, it's getting great reviews. So, that doesn't sound to me like sexism. That sounds to me like bad marketing,
Yeah. I mean, they're both big budget effects movies with some kind of superhero-ish character who has to, rise to some kind of situation.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, look, people shouldn't automatically go to sexism whenever someone is just criticizing a movie. And, Captain Marvel is sort of bringing it on just by sort of pandering to that demographic, by, like, sort of selling itself as a feminist movie. The fact that Brie Larson has said a lot of things that sort of
put people off,
demonize this base that is made up of, like, Marvel fans.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to see Captain Marvel just because I am a Marvel fan at the end of the day. I know I'm sure it's going to have some important stuff.
You hand over that ticket money.
Avengers 4. But Marvel needs to know that it can't treat its fans like this. Marvel needs to know that, first of all, you can't just get lazy on the marketing and expect fans to overwhelmingly see this sort of thing.
I mean, look at what happened to Star Wars, right? Star Wars had some elements of that, and then people were saying, "No, we don't like this," and then they got browbeat for it. And, oh, sorry, Solo bombed. No Obi-Wan for you. No Star Wars movie a year for you. They gotta learn.
Yeah.
You can't you can't accuse people into buying your product.
Yeah, I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Like, know your audience. Don't, demean us just because we don't necessarily agree with the message you're trying to put out.
Yeah. And a lot of companies have been doing this. It even happened with Star Trek, with Discoveries. People who express their dissatisfaction with it online, and then they get browbeat. I keep using that term, but I don't know what else to say. It's the same thing over and over.
Right. Yeah, so, I mean, again, I'm going to see this thing. I'm sure we'll give a review as soon as it comes out within the next couple weeks.
Yeah. And Alita had the benefit of not really... I mean, I didn't see any marketing for it. It just kind of came.
I did in the actual theater, like, before a few other previews. But, I don't think it got too much reception on television. I think... critics, as a general rule, didn't really go too deep into reviews. I do follow Robert Rodriguez on a few different social media platforms, so I did sort of see him like promoting it, but
and it is based on a manga.
And which I'm actually not really all too familiar with the original. I'm shocked that no one's called it out for whitewashing, but I guess the actress playing her isn't white.
Well, first of all, every character in like anime manga, they all look white because they're not really
designed
to
be
features.
White characters, which again is a whole like different other weird thing.
Listen, the Japanese people, they don't care about this kind of crap. So like bear that in mind if you think that Alita is some kind of feminist thing. It's not. It's based on Japanese. They don't care.
It's just a fun looking movie when it comes down to it.
It's a ride. Like it looks exactly like Ready Player One to me. So if you like that, I guess you'll like this.